Good morning, students. This is your English teacher, Miss Aisha. Today we are starting our first chapter in English textbook, The Language Expedition. And the name of our first unit is The Helping Hands. So let's discuss the lesson plan and its format. So students, first we will read the chapter aloud with the right pronunciation of all the vocabulary in this chapter. Then we will highlight the difficult words, then write the meanings of these words. After that, we will discuss the topic which is highlighted in this chapter, and you can give your own opinion also one by one. Then you have to answer the questions mentioned on page number 6. That is reading for understanding exercises, answer A till E. So now then we will do book exercises which are mentioned in the last page of this unit, which is writing an essay, which is this one, writing workshop. In 150 to 200 words, write a short essay on the following topic: how can we help reduce the effects of climate change? So basically this is all about the weather and the atmospheric condition. This chapter is all about this, and the student will write down some sentences of a few words. I will ask them to write. So let's start the chapter's reading. So student, this is a story of a boy named Mustafa, who is a student of class 7 in a village of interior Sindh, Mehrabpur. The boy is witnessed of a horrible flood in that town. He was very sad. He wants to help the flood affected people. His teacher, Sir Abdul Razak, asked the student to collect donation for flood victims, and Mustafa and his friends, all of the friends joined them. And after that, they collected donations like tents, blankets, clothes, non-perishable food items, medicines, and other items of immediate and ultimate use. They also collect money and all stuff from door-to-door donations and from school students' donations as well. They collected a truck loaded and moved to the victims' camp, flood victims' camp, and which was established in a nearby school downside. After reaching, they noticed the dirt and sadness that hung over the camp after so many items they gave to the needy people in that form, in the form of a complete package, included food, clothes, blankets, tents, medicines, and even toys and books also. Mustafa got disturbed after their hopeless and defeated attitude. Mustafa asked the supervisor of the camp, and that supervisor replied that those victims had lost everything in the flood and their hopes also, as if they had nothing left to live for. Then Sir Abdul Razak gave them a speech to uplift their spirit. He encouraged them by saying that they are not alone and the whole country is with them, and they should not lose hope. They must have faith on their abilities and try anew fresh. And as he advised young men to find work in nearby towns, as they all were skilled people who used to work hard earlier for their happy living. The women organized a community kitchen after the suggestion of Sir Abdul Razak, and cooked food 3 times by taking turns. He also advised to select a wise leader who will maintain the cleanliness of the camp. He also advised the elderly, educated personnel to educate the children meanwhile, so their education will not be affected or suffer. The crowd found the energy, hope, and enthusiasm inside them. They also find that Sir Abdul Razak is absolutely right, and they are not all finished yet. So they should start fresh, because this was the only way to get up. They understood and act accordingly. They started believing on themselves. After returning from the camp, Mustafa and his friends realizes that true strength is not in avoiding hardship but to face them with courage. Mehrapur became a true example of resilience. The people of Mehrapur later stood up again and went back to their village and rebuilt their homes and property consequently. So students, this is all about the unit 1 in detail. Now there are some important words which we will write and with their explanation. These words are underlined or you can underline. I didn't do that. If you are not fully understood of the words and their meanings, you can underline those words. I also did some work according to the word meanings, like these are the words which I found are not clear, like nestle, tranquil, serenity, shattered, devastating, submerging, engulf, age, perishable, strategy, enthusiasm, profound, calamity, gratitude, squalor, misery, disabled, and despair, amazed, cows, burly, intently, harsh, expectant, resilience, and indomitable. Some of the words are mentioned over here which are not as much as I'm telling you. So students, next we are going to answer the questions in your notebook. Check the questions and answer them properly. I also have done some work about the questions and answers, like these are the questions, like question A, which is this is the question. Question A: what motivates Mustafa and his friends to help the flood victims in Mehrapur? So this is the answer. Sir Abdul Razak was looking for volunteers to help the flood affected people in interior Sindh. It motivates Mustafa and his friends to help them because they were personally also willing to do the all kind of help. So question number B: what role does teacher Abdul Razak play in organizing the relief efforts? So its answer is Sir Abdul Razak briefed them about the tasks like collecting clothes, blankets, tents, unperishable food items, medicines from school children, and from door-to-door donations. These answers are already in this book, in this chapter. You can also check these questions and their answers. If you want to change them, you can discuss and also write them in your own words. So there's the third. How do the flood victims initially feel when the students arrive at the camp, and why? I already told you that the sadness that hung over the camp, despite all the help, people looked miserable and hopeless, as if they had nothing left to live for, because those people had lost everything in the flood. So next is the question D. What message does teacher Abdul Razak convey to the flood victims to uplift their spirit? So there is the answer. Sir Abdul Razak said as that they are not alone in a truly devastating time and sadness time and saddening time, and must not lose hope. They should take pride in their work and have faith in their abilities. Very soon they will be able to work with their heads held high. And the last, what lesson do Mustafa and his classmates learn from their experience of helping the flood victim? So they learned that true strength is not in avoiding hardship but in facing them with courage, and helping others is the best deed, because this is the best work a person can do. So the last thing about this chapter is that I feel that you guys should do personally, like make some sentences of some important words that I write it down. Like the first word is tranquil. You have to make, every student should make their own sentence. They should not copy the one sentence from the other student. So the next word is hesitation. Then the third one is essentials. The fourth is donate. The second one, the other one is, next one is hardship. The next one is miserable, and the last word is shelter. So you have to write down the sentences of in your own words of all these words. So Lastly, the book exercise which is included, that is, in 150 to 200 words, write a short essay on the following topic: how can we help reduce the effect of climate change? So, instructions are given. Like from the start, you have to introduce by briefly explaining what climate change is. Next, the body suggests 2 or 3 actions that individuals, communities, or governments can take to help reduce the effects of climate change. Consider actions like reducing waste, planting trees, or conserving water. The last thing is conclusion. You have to focus on these 3 things. The sample essay is written here, like importance of planting trees. You can take help from page number 145. You can take help from this page also. This is about unit number 1, helping hands, importance of planting trees. This is an essay of around 200 words. So you can take help from this, or you can write down by taking the help of internet and using your own words also. So this is about the first chapter. And the last thing, so still this is all about the chapter number 1. I hope I have made you all understand the complete chapter. If you guys have any question or query, you can ask me directly. Enjoy your lesson. Bye bye.